So what do you get when you mix Mad Max? You mix Cronenberg, you mix John Hughes, and a bunch of other twisted fucking shit. On top of all that, you get Bellflower. Ladies and gentlemen, in this Red Hot review, we're going to review Bellflower. What's up, everybody? Before we start the review, there was a Q&A, because I went to see this on Sunday, and it's playing at the Newer in Los Angeles right now, in the Newer Theater. So check out the Q&A. Links down there. Go fucking see this movie. I'll start the review right now. Hey everybody, in this Red Hot review, I'm gonna go check out Bellflower. Let you know what it's like after I get out of the theater.
One of the stars of Bellflower, Jesse Weisman.
Hi! Oh my god. Yeah, we just wanted to say, I want to say on behalf of everybody that made the film, Evan, the director, maker, thank you so much for coming. We hope that you like it. And we're all, pretty much everyone that made the movie is here. So after, we'll do Q&A and talk to you guys and hang out. So thank you so much.
Hey everybody, so I just got out of the theater right now. You're in for a treat for Bellflower. I know I'm spoiling it already by saying that, but I'll give the review as soon as I get home. So I saw Bellflower. I'm speechless. Honestly, I'm fucking speechless. I don't know what to say. Honestly, like, I want to say the right things, and I don't feel like anything I can say pays respect to this film. Bellflower tapped into something that I love about film that other people would look at me insane for. In other words, ask me what my favorite movie is. Death Wish. Why do I like Death Wish? Because I like characters that are fucking just insane. You know, they're insane fucking characters that just don't give a fuck. You know, and I know that sounds really cheesy or kind of like lame to say, or really simple or stupid, but I don't really want to go on a pretentious level or in a deep level to explain why I love, you know, films like Death Wish and you know, why I love films like Meaning. I just love that, I love violence, but real violence. Not that horseshit Hollywood violence, which is fine, but, you know, if you were to ask me Commando or Death Wish, I'm fucking choosing Death Wish because it's more realistic violence, and the more realistic it is, I mean, the better it is. I mean, because it's real violence, you know, it's not Hollywood bullshit violence. Getting that out of the way now, this is why I love Bellflower, because it's a story about two guys, mainly the main, mainly the main character, obviously, duh, but it's about two guys. The main character and the supporting character are best friends, and what they set out to do is make this muscle car and make a flamethrower for this apocalypse that they believe will happen, you know, in the upcoming future. You know, it takes place in the real world. It's not really a period piece, because there's no date defining it really, but it is based in a real world, like I said, because it is also these characters in the film are doing this because of the inspiration of Mad Max. You know, there's even a scene where the main character's like waking up and you see like you obviously see that he was watching Mad Max. There's a scene in the back where on the TV where Lord Humongous is like, you know, giving his fucking endless rant about God knows fucking what. So there's those hints, and then like, you know, the car itself is like the epitome of the of fucking like Mad Max, and the flamethrower especially. But I mean, like, you know, so I mean that's part of like what this movie's about, you know. But back to I'll get to the story in a minute, but let me get more into why I like this film, and it's possibly a reason why you might like it too. It's violent as shit, and I don't mean like violent. No, this is fucking. It will leave you uncomfortable violent. There's a scene in there where the supporting character hits this antagonist in the head and fucking kills him. And you can say that's a spoiler, but you don't even know why, and you don't know what for, and you don't know who or what time. You don't know nothing. All you know is that someone gets hit in the head with a bat, and that's it. That's all I can fucking tell you. Well, I can tell you a little bit more. I mean, I'm not going to tell you more about the story, but I'll tell you a little bit more about how that looked like, though, on screen. If you yourself has ever been hit in the head with a bat, or seen someone get hit in the bat, like, candidly, you know, like, face-to-face kind of thing, or where it doesn't look over dramatic or anything, or stylized in that Hollywood sense, you know how fucking brutal that looks, and how painful that must feel if you're that type of person that can imagine those kind of pains. Like, you do this in the theaters when somebody gets their throat slit, or you do this when somebody gets their head hit. You're going to be doing a lot of that shit when you're going to see this fucking film, if you're that type of fucking viewer. This movie does not fuck around when it comes to its fucking violence. It does not fuck around when it comes to its psychotic phases. It does not fuck around with anything it's fucking doing. It may seem like it's fucking around half the time, but it's not in any fucking way. This movie is balls to the fucking wall insanity. There is a story behind it. There is an evolution of character in this film, but it's not Hollywood mainstream evolution of character. If anything, this is more a de-evolution of what a human being could go through. If we took this scenario and put it in real life. And that's the beauty about this film, is that you don't even have to imagine it. Watching this film, you see what the scenario does. Literally, like, this does not feel like a film in any way. It almost feels like a borderline documentary. Like a faux documentary, if you will. I would call it a faux documentary because it doesn't feel like a film. It doesn't feel like a Hollywood film in any fucking way. It has Hollywood film-like elements. You know, by that I mean the whole recording technique that they use, the way they made everything look gritty, the way they use titles in between, like in the transitions and the acts and stuff like that. I see the film there, but if you were to take all those things out, it's like it's like you're watching someone's life, literally someone's life in motion. You know, when you walk down the street and you see somebody get in a fight, or if you've lived in a awful neighborhood and you've seen a gangster, like, shoot somebody, or if you know, that's what you're going to be experiencing, basically, when you're watching this film. You get so immersed into this film, it's almost like you're not watching a film at all. I hope everything I'm saying right now makes total sense, because honestly, I've tried 5 different times to make this review happen, and never have I had a problem making any reviews. You know, usually I take 2 takes or whatever to make the reviews that I make, but this one took 5 because I honestly don't know how to properly explain how this film is, and I hope I'm doing the best right now, because, you know, I love this film so much that I really don't even know how to properly explain it. I mean, I could just say, like, yeah, watch it, it's great, but even that's not enough, though. Like, but it kind of is, in the sense that you gotta trust me when I say you have to go see this, because this film just sucks you in. It just takes you in and just like, and it sits you down and it's like, now watch what's going on. And you get so wrapped up into it. You do. Because the way the characters act in this film, it's like they're not acting at all. The dialogue, the dialogue can go two ways for you. It could be very realistic, which is how I took it. Because most of all of the dialogue doesn't even feel like it came from a script. It doesn't even almost. It feels like if someone just said talk. And they did. Like, this movie is not really a movie. It's someone's life. It's a little bit of my life in a way. I mean, I'm not gonna say in what aspects, but it is a little bit of my life. Maybe that's why. That's partially to why I like it. But I'm putting that bias aside, and just focusing on the film itself. It is realistic. It really is. Show me how it's not. Post a comment after you watch this film and tell me how it's not realistic. Aside from the title cards, aside from the film technique, the film technique, show me how it's not realistic. Or maybe I've lived a twisted life and I know those kind of experiences that I saw in that film. But with that said, this film reminds me of so many other great films that I love, like Death Wish, like Maniac, like Videodrome, like The Exterminator. Look, Evan Glodell, the director and the star of the film, and one of the editors for the film, and the producer for the film, and the writer for the film, the dude channeled Cronenberg. He channeled Glickenhaus. He channeled John Hughes. He channeled... who else? This guy channeled a lot of good, interesting, directors into this. And bravo to him. Really, though. His intentions... Well, I wish I asked what his intentions were. I really do. With that said, though, whatever his intentions were, twisted and taboo, uncomfortable, over the top, memorable. Overall memorable must have been his intention for this film. Because memorable it is. This is self-indulgence for me. I love this film for that. I love a film that's like this because who doesn't like a self-indulgent film? And this to me is a very self-indulgent film. And I promised I know I said I wasn't going to make it biased towards, my likes or whatever, because, it may not seem like I'm giving it a fair review, but does it have faults, though? Am I willing to point out its faults? Yeah, why not? Not every movie's perfect. This movie has faults. Totally has faults. Not a lot of faults, minimal faults, but it does have faults. I will say this, the ending has a minuscule of a fault, not because the ending sucks. I understand the ending, and though it's not a preferred ending that I would have wanted, because mind you, I did say John Hughes. And the ending, that's where he caps it off to a John Hughes film. That's where he caps it off more than anything. And maybe because of the build-up, I didn't expect that. But it does make sense of how it ends. I'm sorry, I've never had to, think this hard or this much for a film. Because there's never been a film that's left me, so emotional, after watching it. But with that said, though, what else can I... Let me talk, what the film is about now, since I've pretty much gushed all over it. Like I said, it's about two characters. There's main character, and his friend is the supporting character. And main character's name is Woodrow, and, they move from they move from one state to Bellflower, California, to basically just start this new Mad Max style of life of, building a muscle car and building a flamethrower. That's their whole shit. That's what they want to do. And, you know, the reason that their motive behind it is because, well, they've watched Mad Max since they were fucking kids. Like, him and the supporting character have been watching it since they were kids, so they've always wanted to do this. And, you know, as they got older, you know, moving to Bellflower, California to start this new life, this is where they wanted to start doing all this shit. And they did, you know, and they did build their car called, the Medusa, and it's fucking sick as fuck. You'll fucking love this car. I'm not a car fan myself, but I know a good fucking car when I see it, and that's fucking one of them right there. They build a flamethrower as well. You know, I know I'm summing up some stuff, but I'm really just underplaying like everything right now, because the movie itself will fucking explain you everything. I mean, I'm just giving you little gists of stuff to like keep you going if my self-indulgent fucking like rant wasn't good enough for you. But yeah, so you know, they build a flamethrower. They're slowly building a car. The main character obviously finds a love interest, and that's where shit will start falling apart. And I know that's like, well, aren't you spoiling the film by saying that? I don't think I am, because I just said shit starts falling apart. I don't say in any way what happens, because honestly, you won't suspect anything that fucking happens. Shit falls apart, I'll just say that. No, and I'll stop saying that. But, because, I mean, you really, I know you have to sort of know what else goes on. Shit happens. And that's an understatement. I mean, by shit happening, really taboo shit happens. We're talking about some borderline fucked up shit will start fucking happening in this film that makes the human centipede look like fucking My Little Pony. Yeah, I fucking said it. And I have the human centipede, and I've seen it a dozen times, and honestly, human centipede gets pissed on by this film. Fucking Bellflower totally pisses on human centipede. I said it there. I don't fucking care. But yeah, because, you know, like, when I think of, like, current shit that's, like, really taboo, I think of the human centipede. Probably been other films out there, but I haven't caught to them yet. But anyway, back to Bellflower. So yeah, some really fucked up shit happens. But it's wonderful. You get cynical. You have to get cynical to fucking enjoy this. Or you could just be artsy and enjoy it as well. But I think you have more fun being cynical watching this film, you know. And like I said, man, you know, that's why I like it. You know, because I'm cynical when it comes to films. Like, I really am. Like, that's why I love Death Wish and Maniac and Videodrome and so many other, you know, borderline fucking fucked up films like that, like Human Centipede and stuff like that. Those are one of my favorite films right there. But Bellflower, like, really does a good job at giving you, like, you know, cynicism. Like, it really does. It gives you a good balance of romance, drama, violence, action, psychodrama. You know, what else could you want in a film? Really, like, it's all there. It's all fucking there, and with a hint of fucking more insanity. This movie will leave you fucking dirty, but it will leave you fucking pleased. It's like having rough, dirty, disgusting sex, but then you get to brag about it like, man, it was the fucking raunchiest sex I ever had. Like, that's kind of what this film's like. If that bothers you, maybe you should see it. If it bothers you. If it doesn't bother you, you should go see it as well. I mean, like, why wouldn't you want to watch a movie that leaves you a little bit uncomfortable but satisfied at the same time? Wouldn't you want to know what that feels like? I mean, I know you do deep down inside. I know everybody does. Everybody's a little curious to see, like, twisted, you say, but satisfying, you say? I have to watch this now. And you fucking should. You really should. I feel like I've said enough, you know. I feel like I've said enough. If you don't really feel like my word's good enough, check out other reviews. You know, they've been reviewed by other people right now. Check out the trailer. Just look up Bellflower on YouTube and check it out. You won't be unsatisfied. This movie will leave you beyond satisfied. It will leave you wanting a little bit more. I mean, and I hope we never see a sequel of this, because I just love this film for what it is. You know, in my perfect world, there would be a sequel and an extended cut of this film, but in reality, when we see an extended cut of this or a sequel, it might not work. I'm just being honest. You know, we've seen it happen to Death Wish. We've seen it happen, you know, so many other films that that are just borderline killer taboo like that, and they don't live up to the first one. They never do. So, you know, with that said, go see Bellflower. Please go see Bellflower. Go see Bellflower and give yourself an experience that only comes, well, fuck, never, up until now. You know, with that said, go now. Fucking click away, buy your ticket. It's at the Newark right now for the rest of the week. Go fucking now to see this. It's at the Newark Theater in LA. If you don't live in LA or in California, you know, look up Bellflower online. See where it's playing. See where it's playing right now. Honest to God, though, great fucking film. If I had to give it a 1 out of 10, shit, this movie gets a fucking... Do I dare say it? I think I will. This movie gets a 10. And I've never given anything a fucking 10 on any of my reviews. This movie, though, gets a 10. Go see Bellflower. PopCultureGeek.com. No stinger. No stinger for this. Go see this film. Go see Bellflower. It's at the Newark Theater in Los Angeles right now, on Santa Monica Boulevard. Go see it. It's going to be there for the rest of this week. If you don't live in the Los Angeles area, look up Bellflower online and see where it's playing around your town or in your state. And if it's not playing in your state and your town, you know, contact, you know, the Bellflower website. Look for them. You know, ask your theater to play it. Go see Bellflower, goddammit.